Hey guys, and welcome back. So I found what the issue is, and it's actually a mistake I made. And here I'm gonna disconnect that, I don't need it. And inside the source, this was disabled, I'm gonna enable that. The target field is collision, and here the source volume is val, and the target is collision val. And that's the default. So let me do this again. I'm gonna change it here and change it back to collision. And these are the default value. My source volume is called surface, and my source volume velocity is called val. The target we shouldn't change that. That's what DOP is looking for. And if we hit play now, we should see it working. And there it is. That's our Kong affecting the airfield. I'm gonna leave everything as the default. Let's increase this to 3 so we get more noise. And I'm gonna increase the cache here. And let's create a DOP import field. Sorry. And this is the DOP smoke object 1. I'm going to import smoke, and I only need the velocity field. Let's import density as well so we can see something, but I'm mainly interested in the smoke. Let me change this back to where it was. I think it was 72. Yeah, I think it was 72. Let's check. So the size is 70, the center is minus 52.5, all that stuff is the same. Okay, let's hit play. We're not going to see much unless we put a light and look at it, but I'm going to show how we can see it. So I'm going to let it cache here. And you can see it's deforming, it's working. And let's create a null and call this out airfield. Yep, it's fine. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna go back to the particles system. I'm gonna do an object merge and import the volume. It's gonna be slow because we have to run everything live, but that's fine for this test. So I'm going to connect this into the 4th input, and let's dive inside. I'm going to create a pop volume advect, or advect by volume, sorry. I'm going to use the 4th input, and let me check one quick thing. Yeah, I'm gonna set it to update force. I don't want it to treat as wind. I'm gonna leave this to 1. And let's connect this instead. And let's hit play. Now obviously it has to sim the volume field. Also, we don't have any collision going on. And we should see, yeah, so that's the smoke advecting the volume. And that's the idea. We want to have an airfield where Kong is traveling through the air and kicking up dust and stuff, and having all that affect our particles. So I'm gonna lower the scale to 0.25. The force is to 0.1. Maybe let's leave it to 0.2. And I'm gonna connect this with the main chain. And let's do a quick test. And that's pretty much it. We still have to tweak this more and probably add another trick to it, but I think I've covered too many different techniques this week. I just showed this so you guys can start thinking about the process, and then we're gonna tweak it a bit more in week 7, as well as creating other smoke layers in the the particle trails and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Also, we're gonna add another airfield for the debris for the main building, because if concrete block falls down and hits the ground, it's going to kick up dust. So we want to capture all of that as well. And the test I did, I mean, if you want to really go high res with the dust and stuff, this is what you would do. In my test, I didn't do a very high res airfield. I just wanted to get some motion from Kong onto the particles, and that's pretty much it. Let's hit play. It's probably not very visible at the moment, but we're gonna explore that in next week. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in a bit.